What's good, guys? Welcome back to All About Arsenal, and today the saga continues. Victor Yokres, and it seems that there is Arsenal fan base, well, a few of us in the fan base, and other, football fans in general that are really starting to get a little bit frustrated. I don't even think it's just Arsenal fans, but I think it's a common sentiment that when is it going to happen with Victor Yokres? But it will happen, and I'm going to give us a couple of reasons as I think it will. Do you remember what happened with when we got Declan Rice? The whole saga that took, oh my gosh, I can't even begin to explain to you. That was the most excruciating. How long it took for us to seal the deal with Declan Rice. That took a while, but we finally got there. And I was thinking about all of these things that are happening with Victor Yokres, and I think, could this actually be scuppered? But then I started to put things together and I think it won't be. I think the deal's going to go through. Let's begin to look at a couple of facts. He's 27 years old, just turned 27 on June the 4th. Now, he wants to leave. He's made it very clear. The whole world knows. He said to the sporting director, I am not coming back, man. It's not happening. Not in this universe. Not in this parallel universe, whatever they call it. No. Alternative universe. Not only that has happened, you have to realize that even if there are talks about if the Arsenal deal falls through, there's going to be a possible loan arrangement like what happened to Victor Osimhen. But we have to look deeper. This is Sporting's best chance to make as much money from a sell from Victor Yokres. There are so many risks. He's coming off the back of a great season with Sporting. Another great season where he amassed 54 goals across all competitions. There's no guarantee that if he does go on loan, he's going to do that at another team. That's not guaranteed at all, especially if he goes to a more challenging league like the Italian league per se. Apparently, Jose Mourinho is keeping an eye on this whole situation. But back to what I'm saying, there's no guarantee he's going to score an array of goals like he's done with Sporting. Number two, he's going to be turning 28 years old. The fact that he's getting older, his value is going to go down. Number three, we don't know what can happen. So let's say, God forbid, that he picks up another injury. His value has gone down, knowing that he doesn't want to go back to Sporting. So Sporting are going to be in a pickle. No matter what scenario it is, his value is going to go down simply because when he turns 28, he's getting older. No matter if he smashes it wherever he goes, he's not going to be worth as much. A lot of teams and clubs will look at it and say, 28 years old for that amount, it's not going to happen. So this is their best time to get the best price for Victor Yokres. So they will sell him. They will definitely go for it. It's known that Victor Yokres has reached out to the sporting director, Varandas, once again and said, let me go. It's like a scripture in the Bible where the Israelites, where Moses, look at me, I'm so excited, where Moses basically went to Pharaoh and said, let my people go. Yokres is now saying to the sporting director, let me go. And he's made it very, very clear. As we know, he's given up 2 million of his own money, his pocket money, for him to facilitate the move as well. Although outlets are saying that a loan is actually possible, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Arsenal was definitely going to get over the line. Another thing that's been going on that people have been saying is that, how is he going to perform? Because people are not convinced that he can score as much goals as he's done. I fully agree. It's the Portuguese league. If he's done 54, worst case scenario, he's going to do half of it. But this is one thing that people have to consider about Victor Yokres. Now, let's take Mikel Merino. He is not a number 9. He's not a striker. He's a box-to-box midfielder. But tell me this, now think about this logic. If Mikel Merino, a box-to-box midfielder, was playing as a centre forward, was able to hit double digits in goals. From what I remember, he scored more goals than Rasmus Højlund and Garnacho combined. If he's able to do that in a very average Arsenal team, what do you think Victor Yokres is going to do? A real killer with strikers, with pure striker's instinct. What do you think will happen there? So this is when all the discussion about, he's not going to come in the Premier League and bang. This guy is going to hit the ground running. He's going to hit the ground running because he's got a point to prove. Come on, he's going to be competing against Haaland for the Golden Boot. He'll be competing against Salah. He's going to want to make an immediate impact. So I have every confidence this guy is going to do well. Other news as well, Ebici, as you can see on my thumbnail, there's been news that he's going for, there's a deal for 45 million. This one I find hard to believe. if his release clause is 68 million, they're apparently saying it's going to be 45 million with a lot of clauses. There's going to be a lot of, sorry, not clauses, what am I talking about? Add-ons. There's going to be a lot of more add-ons. I don't see Crystal Palace letting their gem go. He's their prized possession. Before Michael Elise left, it was either him or Eze. Those were the stars of the team. Eze is their best player. So for these guys to let him go for 45 million, I highly doubt it. But you know what? I don't know what's going on in the background. I don't know how hard Eze is pushing for this move, and things are going on that we don't see. But that's what's apparently been reported. They've not submitted an official bid, but these are just rumours that are circulating. But onto other news that is not a rumour, but it's actually true. As of this evening, Arsenal have submitted a 50 million bid for Noni Madueke. And as you can imagine, a lot of Arsenal fans are not happy about this. I was just in my Arsenal group chat with a couple of friends, and like we were scratching our heads thinking, if Tottenham have put a 55 bid for Cudis, and Cudis also plays on the right, and I think he's much more effective. If you open a poll for Arsenal fans, would we take Cudis? We would all say yes. The guy is a good player. I think he's a good player. And the fact of the matter is that, yes, this position is backup for Saka, but sometimes I'm thinking, why don't we get somebody that is on a very good level? If Cudis is going for 55 million, are you trying to say that Arsenal couldn't fork out an extra 5 million for Cudis and go for Cudis? I don't understand the reason. I don't get it. I don't know what it is. This kind of feels like it's one of these ones where Arteta is a fan of the player, and I believe he thinks that he will have the opportunity to transform him. Apparently, it's a 5-year contract, and he's about 22, 23, so he has a lot of mileage left. He's got a lot left in the tank. So that's probably the reasoning for going for Noni Madueke. A lot of Arsenal fans are not on it. I'm not really on this one, but I really pray that this turns around in the sense that he's going to be aware that he's not really a favourite. People are not going to really like him. So I do think he's definitely going to come in with a point to prove, just like Victor Yokres, and smash it in his first season at Arsenal. But to be honest, there could be worse people that Arsenal could go for. I don't think he's worth 50 million. I think he's worth about 40 million. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. But that's what's happening in the world of Arsenal. One of the things that is holding up the Victor Yokres whole saga is apparently there's a bit of squabbles. The valuation between Sporting and Arsenal, about 4 to 5 million out. And sometimes I'm thinking, if you guys can cough up the whole 50 million, which is what Chelsea are asking for Madueke, why can't we do the same for Yokres when we know that that is the main position that we want? I just don't understand. But we have hit the target that Sporting want, which is the 80 million. But it's how the deal is structured. I definitely believe it's going to go through. Like I said, once again, this is Sporting's best time. They're not going to get more for Victor Yokres now in a year later. It's not going to happen. It's just how things work. It's just because the guy will depreciate in value as he's going up in age, and there's always that element of uncertainty. They don't know what's going to happen, so they will sell him. We will get our man. But like I said, Arsenal sometimes on the long team, they went for Kai Havertz. The asking price was 65 million. They paid it. Madueke, they put the 50 million bid, which these guys are going to accept because that's what Chelsea have wanted. So why don't do the same for Yokres? But what people are trying to say is that Arsenal are trying to play hardball and not to appear that they are pushovers. But why, when it comes to Chelsea, we just give in to the demands? I don't even think that Chelsea are a football club. These guys are just, they are, I don't want to use the word traffickers, but it's like they traffic players. These guys are business. They just bring in and out like a conveyor belt. But yeah, I'm still confident for Yokres. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be back with updates until the next one. As always, peace.